Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Now this is a part 2 of a two-part series. I did part 1 in another video where I'm going to link either here or there. I'm going to show you where I showed you how to turn an SVG file into a rhinestone template. Now this is the result of the shirt that we have made. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to upload the design to Cricut Design Space. I'm going to show you how to make your cutting settings. I'm going to show you how to brush in your rhinestones and how to press your rhinestones. Now, I hope that you will find this video helpful. If you do, just give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified each time I make a video. Let's talk about the materials you're gonna need for this project. Now, for this project, I used my little edge brush that I used to brush in my rhinestones. I used a wax pencil that I used to manually take the stones and put them at different areas that I want them, or to remove stones that are on top of each other. I used this color rhinestones. This is SS10 and this is light cyan. So this red right here is the light cyan. I also use pink. This is rose pink, which I did in the middle right here in between the red. And I also use emerald green, and the middle of the flower I used AB crystals. So you're also going to need your Cricut Explorer Cricut Maker that you're going to use to cut out the template. You're also going to need flock. I got my flock from Heat Transfer Warehouse, so I'm gonna try to put a link in the description box where you could find it. Alright, so now let's get into the video. Okay guys, we are in Cricut Design Space. The first thing I'm going to do is to go over here where it says upload, and I'm going to select the image that I'm going to upload. So this is the one that I'm going to upload right here. So I'm gonna click on it and I'm gonna add it to my canvas. So if you have not uploaded yours, you could go here where it says upload image, and it will take, and you will go to where you saved it. So I'm going to add it to my canvas. So it's going to take a little while to come in. So when it comes in, you need to check to see if the size came in correct or not. So what you're going to do, you're going to go up here where you see this little lock button, and you're going to check the size. Now that's the first thing you're going to do. Mine came in at the perfect size, the correct size, which is 10.919 and 5.11. Usually it doesn't happen this way, and that is why in part 1 of the video I told you to always make a note of the size that you have, because it does not usually work this way. If you notice, I have 4 layers, see? The blue layer, the red layer, and the purple layer. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and press make it. And I'm going to press 12 by unmat, 12 by 12. I'm going to press confirm. Okay. Now I'm going to press continue. Now you'll notice that there are 4 different mats, the blue, the purple, and the red. Now the red you could move to any of these mats. You just click here, for instance, I could move it. So you click on this 3 little dots, press move object, and I could put it on my blue mat. And there you have it. So I could put it anywhere that I want it. and I could just cut these on the same mat. You could do the same thing for the purple layer. You're going to press continue. Now when you press continue, it's going to search for your device. I do not have mine plugged in at this moment. However, I am going to cut and paste the settings that I used from another video in this area so that you could see the settings that I used to cut my flock. So after I show you the settings, then I'll show you how to brush in and press your rhinestones. So I'll see you. Okay, and what this is gonna do is that it's gonna search for my device. Now, in this case, I have my dial set to custom. So what you'll want to do is I've heard people before say that they use the heavy cardstock setting to cut their flock and it cut perfect. I have never used that one. What I did, I created my own material settings, and I'm going to show you how I did that. I go here where it says browse all materials, and then I scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says material settings. Then I go down to the bottom where it says add new material. So you're going to click on add new material, and here they're going to tell you to name your custom material. So I'm going to name this mill block, okay, and I'm going to save it. Okay, so it's going to take you back up here where you're going to adjust the pressure that you are going to cut this with. So I use a pressure of 345 and I find that that cuts it perfect. Now everybody's machine is different. It depends on how old your blade is. It depends on so many different factors. So you'll have to do a test cut. I did go ahead and do a test cut before, and I find that this setting works for me. So 345 is perfect, and and I'm gonna go ahead and press save. Now that you save it, what you're gonna do is you're going to press done, but then you will have to cancel everything. So I'm gonna say yes, I'm going to cancel, and then I'm gonna go back to the original page. Then guys, please note that this is not the project that we are working on. I'm just using the settings that I used from the previous video because I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and saving the same thing on my computer. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit make it again. So when I hit make it again, I'm going to press continue. It's going to search for my device, and then you're going to search for the one that you just did. It's mill block, and this is it. You're going to click on it, and then you're going to press done, and then your machine you will load your flock onto the grip mat that you're using. So I'll show you how that looks like when we are done. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I cut out my template. This is what I have. What I'm gonna do, I put the backing back on, but I'm gonna stick them on this Dollar Tree chopping mat that I have so that I could brush in my stones. So what I'm gonna do, I am going to take the Dollar Tree chopping mat and I'm gonna put it on it like this. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the back. Okay guys, for this step you're going to need the transfer tape so that you could transfer the rhinestones to your shirt. So you're gonna need transfer tape. I got this on Amazon. I'll leave a link. Today I'll be using these Hot Fix rhinestones in emerald green. I'm going to use some red Hot Fix stones, and I'm going to use, I'm not sure if I have enough of this is AB crystals that I'm going to use for the middle, and I might use the crystals for the other part, but let's see, or the pink. So let's see how we're going to put this together. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to brush in my stones. You're also going to need a wax pencil and a little tool to brush in your rhinestones. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one, the green part. You're going to rub in a circular motion. Okay guys, so I brushed in most of them, and this is where your wax pencil comes in, because now you're going to look for the stones that doesn't have a hole, and you're going to look to see if there's stones sitting on each other. So for here instance, here there's a stone, this stone is turned over, so you need to pop it back over on the back. And there are stones that are in between stones. You don't want that. So just ensure that you take care of all of those. Okay guys, double check again to see if there are any stones that are between each other, on top of each other, or is turned over. Okay, it looks like we're okay. Now this part is very important. You're going to take your transfer sheet and you're going to transfer it from this here to the transfer sheet. Okay, this is the transfer tape, and this is the tricky part. I don't even know. You're going to turn your transfer tape like this, don't get too close, and you're just going to let it down. When you let it down, just leave it as it is. You can't do anything about it, okay? So here we go. That's it, okay? This part is kind of tricky. Just ensure that when you put it down, do not take it back up, because you're gonna mess up your design, okay? Now I'm going to take it off slowly, so that if there's not any stone that came up on it, you could push it back down. Like this one, the stone did not come up, so I'm gonna push it down, and I'm gonna go again. Take your time, do not rush. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep it down. Ensure that there are no stones that turn over. And that's it. Now you're gonna take your your transfer sheet and put it back over, okay? You're just gonna protect it until you are ready for it. Okay, so this is what we have. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of them, the other sections, just to save time, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay guys, we are about to put the stones onto our shirt. The first thing I'm gonna do is lint roll the shirt. And you're lint rolling the shirt very, very, very well, because if there anything on the shirt, it might stop your stones from sticking. So you want to lint roll very good to get any lint of your shirt. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm using a heavy gilden cotton shirt in large. The next thing I'm gonna do, I already have my heat press preheated. I'm going to take out the moisture from my shirt. And I'm going to find the middle. So you're going to connect the sleeves with the sleeves. Okay, we're gonna find the middle of the shirt. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to determine how low I want this to start. So somewhere around here would be a good place to start, right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my first layer. This is my first layer. Be careful now. Wait, get ready. Okay. Don't let it stick to each other. Okay, and I'm gonna put it. See, so I said somewhere here. So the flower, I'm gonna let it start from there. Okay, and you want to match it up as best as you can. Make it straight. Okay, and you don't have to use any parchment paper at this point. So I'm just going to take my heat press and I'm gonna start touching these stones. Keeping in mind that this is the first layer. Okay. Now that I have that, I'm gonna take this off. This is beautiful. Oops. So some of them did not stick there. I'm gonna put it back down. And I'm gonna do it over here. I guess there did not get a lot of heat. This should be good. All right, let's see. Okay, that's better. One did not stick. I guess I didn't put the right pressure on it. Okay. Okay, so you're gonna keep this. You can use this again, so don't throw this away. This is reusable. Don't throw this away, this is reusable. Okay. Now I'm gonna take the other layer. And just like you layer HTV, that's how you're gonna layer this part of it, okay? Just like how you layer HTV. Okay guys, so what I did, I went ahead and I matched up the second layer where it's supposed to go. This took a little doing because I had to sort of pull the shirt just to create the space for it to go in, and I wasn't seen so properly. Maybe it was the how I was standing, but I went ahead and I did it. You just have to be a little bit patient. And then I went ahead and I pressed that layer. Now this is what it looks like when I pressed that layer. I went for my third layer, and what I found was that with my third layer I saw that the stones were flipping over. The reason why this was happening is because the transfer tape that I was using was sort of old. I used it multiple times, so it wasn't so sticky. So if you notice right there, I am moving stones and actually trying to fix the stones because the stones started turning over. But at the end of it all, I did get it to fit properly. So you'll have to be mindful of that. Whenever you are using old transfer tape, the stones might not stick, and that was one of my mistake. Also, when I was using the heat press, I realized that I wasn't giving it even pressure, so that was another issue that I had. So I had stones trying to come up even though I have pressed it. Okay guys, now this is the result, as I said, of the shirt that we are gonna make. Until we meet, I'll see you in my next one. If you have any questions, let me know. Just leave them in the comment section. Bye.